Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Amanda and I make videos here on YouTube on making money online for your small business, how to grow online, and also selling on Amazon FBA. So if that sounds interesting to you, please stay tuned. So today we are going to be talking about Amazon FBA. And on Amazon FBA, I started my journey about 2 years ago, back in 2018. And now currently I have a brand on Amazon and I'm also expanding to other brands. But before I was successful with this brand, I had some items that I was going to source and that I was really looking into. So today I am going to share those items with you that I almost sourced on Amazon. And these are all products that I contacted suppliers about, but for one reason or another, I ended up not sourcing them on Amazon. And I personally love watching videos like this. It provides a peek into the mind of someone who's searching on Amazon and it gives me ideas. So I'm hoping that by me sharing these ideas, it can give you product ideas on what you want to eventually source and sell on Amazon. So that is what my hope is in filming this video, so I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so now we are going to hop into my computer and I am going to show you guys the products that I almost sourced on Amazon. Right now we are on Amazon and I have my handy dandy clipboard with all of the products that I have written down. Okay, so the first product I almost sourced is called Detox Tea. And while I was looking up this product, it was really cool. And this, mind you, all of these products are from over a year ago. So about early 2019 is when I was looking for all of these products. So now they are very saturated and I personally, I have not really got to look at them. So you guys are seeing this as I am seeing this and I haven't looked at this in a while. But Detox Tea is what I was going to search, and let's pull up Helium 10 here. Okay, so let's see. We ignore the sponsored ads here up here on top, but let's see, the number one seller is making $84,000 a month. The number two seller is $27,000. The number three seller, which is $131,000. So all of these numbers are very good. Obviously, the niche is very, very saturated now. And let's look at reviews. So, okay, where are reviews? Am I missing it? Review count. Okay, hello. Sorry about that. All right, so all of these have a lot of reviews. Now, Yogi, I know that is a name brand. I've seen that in the store. So, yeah, the one with 30 reviews, that one seems to be a new one. And that one is selling just over $5,000 a month. So now I would never source this. It is much too competitive. The reason why I ended up not sourcing it in the first place is because I realized that there's so many people who like different things and I just could not compete with these name brands. And there's a lot of name brands here, as you guys can see. In fact, when I was wanting to source it, I was wanting to follow the Skinny Fit Detox. I remember this brand, and the other brand I was wanting to follow is not here. So they are not on the top at all. So I am glad I did not source that. And when I was sourcing it, I did want to source it here in the US, and that is also very expensive. The next product I'm going to show you is travel organizers. Oops. And this is something I really was looking into sourcing, but the reason why I did not source it is because I wanted to source something really high quality, something that was different than the rest, and the price margin just was not high enough, and I could not compete with the low prices here. So that is ultimately why I did not go for this product. Yeah, I wanted to make a whole new design. I really wanted my product to stand out, to differentiate, but because I wanted to differentiate so much with the new pattern, new everything, I would have to charge a lot, and I don't know, I just was nervous that there were so many other prices that were lower. I just could not compete. And let's see how much this niche is making right now. All right, so they are making 37,000 is one of them, 404,000 a month. Wow. Yeah, so I would love to source that, but ultimately I chose not to, and yeah. Okay, the next item this is the one I was most serious about sourcing. I contacted multiple suppliers for this one. Okay, travel jewelry organizer. Let's see. Now this one is I really wanted to do, and in a way I wish I would have, because I looked at it recently, and the seller that I was kind of going to emulate, make one similar, only a better design, they were doing really good. So let's see if they are still doing good. So $5,000. This one is making 16,000. Okay, so that is, I'm trying to look for the seller that I wanted to emulate, and I don't see them. So basically, oh, there it is. Or no, that's not it. This niche has really got saturated. When I was looking at it, there was not that many sellers doing this. All right, the next one is CBD Gummies. Now, when I was looking at this, CBD was a new thing. There was not many sellers, and yeah, it was just brand new to Amazon. Okay, so the next one I was going to source was CBD Gummies. Now, when I was looking into CBD Gummies, they were completely new to Amazon. The niche was just starting, and nobody was really selling them, not a whole lot, but there were some, and all the ones that I looked at, they were all sourcing them in the US. So I reached out to some companies here in the US, but I could not get them for the price I wanted, and therefore the profit margin would just be like $1 or something, very, very, very slim. So I ultimately did not do these, but let's just, for goodness sakes, we'll look and see what they are doing on Helium 10. All right, so they have some really high margins. This one is doing $119,000 a month, and they only have 4 stars, but they have almost 7,000 reviews. Wow. All right, and another thing with the CBD gummies, I always felt like I just could not compete, not having a, I'm not really super familiar with CBD. I just knew that it was going to be the next big thing and I wanted to get in on it, but I didn't, so I don't think I could compete with them anyways. The next one I really was looking into as well was Pimple Patches. And the Pimple Patches, the reason why I wanted to do them is they make a killing on Amazon. They sell so many and they are very, very small. So I'm like, oh, let's just do it. We'll redesign it. And I ultimately didn't do it because too much saturation and very review dependent. So yeah, this one company, the Mighty Patch, they make over $1 million a month. And when I was first starting looking at this niche, they were very low because I remember them, and now they're number one. Wow. So let me look at the other company that I was going to kind of copy, and I don't even see them, which is, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, like back in 2018, the company that was number one and selling hundreds of $1,000s a month is not even on here. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it just goes to show you how much Amazon changes, and when new sellers come in, they can knock out the top sellers. And it's cool that new sellers can do that, but it's also scary when you have so many reviews, you're doing so good, and then competition can come and then leave you, on page 2 or page 3. And I've experienced that, and it's just so you just, with Amazon, you have to constantly sorry, I'm looking for the word, renovate, renew, constantly. You have to constantly be upping the ante on your product. Sorry, bear with me. All right, so the next one I'm going to look at is Party Decoration Kit. And I was looking into like the Fiesta and Bridal, and I really wanted this kit to stand out, be unique, but ultimately I decided that there's too much saturation for that to happen. And let's see. Sorry, my computer is going extremely slow right now. I'm not sure why. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the next one I'm going to talk about are Silicone travel bottle set. It was kind of like a containers bottle set. Bottle set sounds perfect. And these are just what you use in the shower when you go on a trip. They're airline approved. They're the perfect size. So you just pack them in your luggage. And I really like these portable ones right here. And the way I was going to differentiate was I was going to do different colors. I was all in the works for it, but then ultimately I decided against it. Too much saturation, and I definitely am glad I did decide against it, because if you could be ranked number 1, you're great, but ultimately that would be extremely hard to do. And yeah, there's just too much saturation, and nowadays there's an extreme amount of saturation. All right, the next one is along the same line, but it's reusable sandwich bags. And the way I was going to differentiate would be color, because back when I was thinking about sourcing them, they came in 4 colors: red, green, yellow, and blue. And I was going to do like a pastel variation, pinks, blues, but the minimum order quantity, which is also known as the MOQ, was probably over 1,000 per color, and I just was not going to do that. So ultimately I decided against it, which I am glad I did, because other than color, you cannot really differentiate. And size, of course, well, I guess there are ways to differentiate, but ultimately I did not go this direction. All right, the next one I have is cake toppers. And cupcake toppers were also here. And I thought it would be kind of fun to design little cupcake toppers similar to this one. This is Happy Birthday. Let's check helium-10. Okay. All right, yeah. So the top one is making about 13,000 a month. And when you are on helium-10, one thing to remember is you want the whole first page to be good numbers. You want kind of a consistent, like all the first pages selling relatively well, and you just do not want to see like the first couple are selling good and the rest are just no. But you want to see all of them are selling well. That way, if you do wind up on the first page, low on it, not in first place, but somewhere on the first page, you still will be selling. Yeah, so that was the helium-10. So they all are relatively selling, but I did not do that. And what I was going to do with the cake toppers is I was going to do different themes. I was going to do different designs, different ages, and things of that nature. Okay. The final one I'm going to talk about today, because I racked my brain to try to think of all the other items that I was looking into, but I could not think of any. So the final one I'm going to talk about is, I'm sorry, I typed in final, is fake tattoos. And the reason why I did not go with fake tattoos is because I just couldn't compete. People, and the price was terribly low for so many sheets. I mean, $5.99 for 42 sheets, you just cannot compete. Although, to me, these designs are not something I would want to order. So my idea with the fake tattoos was design them really cool, really nice, and still sell them at a reasonable price, but differentiate them, which differentiating them is easy if you can add a design to it. So that part is easy, but there is just too much saturation with this. And you will know that in another video, I actually did source some tattoos, but I will talk about that at a later time because this is not the video for that. And so I will talk about that down the road, and I will tell you what happened with that. So those are all the products that I almost sourced on Amazon, and looking back, I am glad I did not source any of them. And it's crazy to look at that, look at all those niches I was looking into, and then seeing all 2 years later, looking at them again and seeing all the saturation and seeing how much they've evolved and changed. So yeah, it just shows you that Amazon is always growing, always changing, and you just need to keep up. You need to keep putting out products. You have to keep expanding your brand, and that's what I'm working on right now. So let me give you a little backstory on myself. So I had a brand, I had one product, and it was selling like wildfire, selling really good. And then another brand came in and they came out with more products than me, and I lost my first place ranking So right now I'm in the process of getting back up there and putting out a whole bunch of new products, different versions of my original product, and just trying to overtake the market again and getting to that #1 spot. So, it's all about making more products, more of a chance for people to buy. And then you are more of a chance for people to say, oh, I don't like that one, but I love that one. Different colors, different designs, things like that. So that is what I'm working on now. And as you can see, Amazon is just always changing, always growing, and you just have to learn to grow with it. And yeah, people say Amazon is a passive business, which technically it is. Like, you don't have to do anything with sending out the products, but on that same note, you really have to keep up with PPC. You need to keep on top of your products because another person can come in and take away what you've built. So you just have to keep coming out with new products, keep designing. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and that's what I believe will keep you strong on Amazon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to see more of content like this, Amazon related, growing your small business online, and yeah, things like that, please subscribe and like this video, and thank you so much.